Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Yasmin and I'm a 21-year-old mom to a 4.5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old baby girl. I've gotten a few requests to do a video kind of talking about what I eat in a day and like my workout routine, just to kind of talk about like how I got my strength and my body back after having 3 kids. I've talked about it a little bit before on my podcast and just like here and there, but I've never made a whole video talking about what I do when it comes to like my health and workout routine. So I wanted to come on here and make a whole video showing you guys what I eat in a day and the workout routines that I do. I have a few disclaimers. First of all, I'm not an expert on anything relating to like working out or nutrition. So this is all just kind of based off of my own personal research, my opinions, and what I like. You should always make sure that you get your advice from a professional or doctor, especially for you other postpartum moms. I know you're not supposed to just jump into a workout routine right after you have kids. I definitely did not jump into a serious workout routine immediately after having any of my babies. Second, I just also want to make sure and reiterate that this is not about looking a certain way. It's more about the strength and health, like actual physical health of your body, at least for me. So I just want to make sure that I'm not putting out a message that you have to look a certain way or bounce back after having kids, because having kids can have a huge impact on how your body looks and feels, and it's nothing to take lightly. I have so many stretch marks. My body looks very different than it probably would have if I didn't have kids. I'm 21, I can only imagine my body would probably look very different if I didn't have 3 kids by this time. But I'm so proud of the fact that my body grew and nourished 3 human beings, and you other moms should be too. It's not about how our bodies look, it's how our bodies function. But taking care of your health and like your physical health and your diet and putting good things in your body is very important as a mom as well, because we want to make sure that we're in the best shape to be chasing our toddlers around. I will say also, with my last pregnancy, I think that I could just tell like during my pregnancy and after that my body was so much weaker than it used to be. I did sports and was pretty active as a teenager. I had my first daughter when I was 16, and since then my strength has just not been exactly the same, and I've had so much lower back pain, so I know that I've been needing to work on my core strength, I think. Again, I'm not an expert. That's kind of what I've been targeting here, and just my goal has mostly been to get rid of that. And as soon as I started actually being more physically active intentionally, I've noticed I go away. So that's why I want to share these little tips with you. And honestly, it's nothing huge. It's everything, all my workouts I do at home. I did go to the gym a little bit this summer with my fiance Logan, and he goes to the gym every single morning and just like knows what he's doing there, but I just was not a big fan. Honestly, I get anxious working out around other people, which is silly, but yeah, I just didn't like it. So I stopped going, but we're gonna start with what I eat in a day, because not gonna lie, this is not good advice, but it's pretty late into the day and I have not even eaten breakfast yet because I've been like just busy, and I always find myself forgetting to eat breakfast. But the first thing that I'm gonna show you guys is a very easy breakfast, and I purposely have it easy so that I don't do this, but I still didn't eat breakfast this morning. So I'm just gonna give you guys the rundown here, and I will add in clips of all of the food. And as far as all the food goes, I try to keep the meals that I make pretty simple. Honestly, I got into a really bad habit of eating out a lot, especially this past summer. Lately, we have honestly barely been eating out, not nearly as much as we used to, and we've mostly been eating at home. And I try to make sure that I stick to sort of simple meals that I can always make that don't take a lot of cooking, because I'm not huge on cooking. I'm just not great at it. Logan cooks most of our dinners, but I will show them as well, like the typical dinners that we'll eat throughout the week. This is different than what I feed the kids a lot of the time. Obviously, like they do eat what we eat for like a lot of meals as well, but some of the times I'll have to give them other foods that like I know that they're gonna be more interested in eating than just what we're eating. So my main breakfast foods that I eat are oatmeal that I'll all mixed with berries and honey, and I've had that for breakfast for like years now, and honestly it's super easy and it's one of my favorites. I know there's other ways that you can cook oatmeal and do like overnight oats. Logan does a lot of overnight oats, which are also really good, but I kind of prefer it this way. So I'll just mix water and oats, microwave it, and add my toppings. When I was breastfeeding my youngest baby, I used to hear that oats and oatmeal were really good for milk production, so that's why I got really into having oatmeal for breakfast every morning with my first daughter. Another favorite of mine is just simple. It's eggs and avocado with Cholula. I absolutely love Cholula and like hot sauce. I never used to be a fan of spicy stuff, but I've been kind of obsessed with Cholula, so that's another one of my favorites. And sometimes I'll do like avocado toast instead of just plain avocado, depending on if we have bread or not. My fiance Logan was kind of going sort of gluten-free, not fully gluten-free, but sort of gluten-free for a while. So sometimes we'd have like gluten-free bread, but sometimes we'll do avocado toast or like on a bagel. The kids also love avocado toast, so that's one of their favorites for breakfast. And honestly, that's pretty much the main things that I do for breakfast. I don't really go much further than that. Sometimes I'll just add different like fruits on the side depending on the season. Oh, and this is random, but sometimes I will add in a raw carrot with whatever breakfast I'm having just first thing in the morning, because usually with ranch, sometimes just plain, because I have been trying to find the best ways to just naturally balance hormones, and I've heard that raw carrots are really great for that. So every morning I'll just eat a raw carrot, and I actually love raw carrots, and my kids always see me doing that, so they think it's really fun to just eat raw carrots too. So yeah, that's another thing that I'll add in as like a snack in between meals or just like with my breakfast. Next, for lunches. So for lunch, we'll usually either do leftovers of something that we have for dinner, which you guys will see next. My favorite simple lunches to make are just different wraps. I am obsessed with these spinach wraps, and these are like the wraps that we have in our house all the time. Sometimes if I'm like not feeling like eating anything super healthy and I'm just feeling a little bit lazy, I'll just make a quesadilla with these spinach wraps because I love them, and then I'll make myself a side of guac to go with them. Normally I will use some kind of protein, whether that is leftover meat that we have from a meal, or my favorite is chickpeas cooked with hot sauce. So I'll just put them on the stove. I think I've shown this in some of my YouTube videos before, but I'll just drain them, put them on the stove, and cook them, like just basically warm them up with a little bit of Cholula or whatever hot sauce I have, and then use that on my wrap. With that, I'll add whatever vegetables we have in the house. So I'll put spinach or whatever kind of lettuce, avocado, cucumbers, tomatoes. Sometimes we'll add a different dressing on, like a little bit of ranch, cheese. That's one of my favorites for lunch. It's easy, it's quick, and it's delicious. And then another one of my favorites is also just kind of a similar concept with the wrap, but just make it a salad if like we don't have wraps or I just want to have a salad instead. I usually do spinach for salad because I like to make sure that I get more iron, and I'll add the same just like vegetable toppings and some kind of protein sometimes. And then I also love adding candied walnuts to salads because it just makes them more yummy and sweet and fun. I usually do like a balsamic dressing. And then for dinners, our favorite dinners are chili and then a lot of salmon. We love having salmon for dinners, and those are just two examples. There's like tons of other things that we'll make. My favorites are the chili that Logan makes. We'll just do salmon, usually with broccoli, and then sometimes also with rice, and I like to do soy sauce on that or teriyaki sauce. honestly a really good cook, so that's why he kind of takes over cooking. I will kind of show you guys the little workout routine that I do. Most of these workout routines that I do are just from YouTube videos, so I'll have those videos linked down below for you guys. If you search around on YouTube, there's so many different workout routines, but these are just the ones that I found that I do. I do all my workouts at home with just a yoga mat and a kettlebell. I feel like it's easier than having like a full weight set. Like, we didn't want to buy a full set of weights for our house or anything. Maybe one day we will, but for right now, the kettlebell is perfect. I think it's 20 pounds. Let's get into the workouts. My form's probably not perfect, okay, because I'm not an expert. I love that video because like the kettlebell swings make my butt really sore. And if my butt feels sore, then I think something's happening there. I'll link below like a couple others that I do as well. When it comes to like working out, I honestly think, or at least for me, I think that my diet makes way more of a difference for me than actually working out. However, I always try to like stay very active. Like, I wouldn't say I do one of these workouts every day. I would say I do them a few times a week. Most of my workout probably comes from running around with my kids, doing chores around the house, and just trying to remain generally active. We love going and playing tennis and pickleball sometimes. I'll do like stretches as well. I mainly do like the stretches that I remember learning doing soccer and cheerleading, because I just try to get my flexibility back. I try to maintain my like splits, which I don't like fully have, but I like try to maintain that just because it's a fun party trick. So I do like flexibility stretches. Before, I forgot to say that I drink coffee or sometimes an energy drink, and then I just drink water throughout the day. Sometimes I'll have a second cup of coffee. All right, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it helped somebody out there. Don't forget to check out my other videos, my other socials down below, my podcast down below, my music down below. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and want to see more videos like this. Like I said, to all of you moms out there, if it's other moms watching this, make sure that your heart is focused on your body being healthy and strong and not what your body looks like. You guys created an entire human life, and that is what is most important. Be proud of yourself and your body. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!